Hi guys, today we are going to make a custom set of Nike roller skates. Now I've seen this on YouTube before, but today we're doing something a little bit different. We're actually going to use fiberglass insoles so that they're a lot sturdy and they mold to your feet, so they're a lot more comfortable, still very strong, very light and efficient. So here's the things that you're going to need to do this. First, you're going to need your own shoes to make roller skates out of. I'm using these high top Nike skate shoes, and I've taken the insoles out of them. You're also going to need some plates. These particular plates are shore grip plates. They are shore grip probes. You're going to need, of course, your trucks, the rest of your gear for your roller skate trucks, and also I've got these toe stops as well, which are Carrera toe stops. You're also going to need some wheels, so you're going to need 8 wheels, and these wheels are going to have to come with bearings inside. Note that the bearings come in different speeds. If you're not a professional, get the lower number, maybe an ABAC 3. Get an ABAC 5 if you want to go a bit faster, or you can go all the way up to ABAC 9 for you speed skaters out there. You're also going to need your fiberglass kit, and you're going to need some cling wrap as well. So stay tuned, and I'll show you as we go how we do the process of making your own custom Nike roller skates. First thing we're going to do is we're going to wrap up the inner soles that we've taken out of the shoes. We're going to wrap them up in some Glad wrap so that we can make a mold using the fiberglass. Right, so what we do is we just wrap them up like that. Right, like that, like this, nice and tight over the top here. That's nice. That's like Christmas. All right, pop that on. Oh shit, that's one. Oh shit, stuffed it a bit, but whatever. And then do our next one. Now when you're DIYing, you've got to be careful, because sometimes you might make a little mistake and say she'll be right, and then it'll come back to bite you on the bum. So you want to be very careful with how you do this stuff, right? Okay, so you want that to be nice and tight around there, nice and tight all around here, all right? Nice and tight. Say hi to Zoe. She's doing the washing.
Hello.
All right. That's it, folks. We've got them. Step 1. Now, the next step in this process is to prepare your fiberglass mixture. So it comes with the fiberglass resin, the fiberglass sheets, and the hardener. So grab yourself a little container, because you're going to have to make a couple of measures of this stuff. Now, first thing we're going to do, and be careful with this, you don't want to get this on your skin, because you'll start itching like anything. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to measure out and cut our fiberglass. Give me a sec, I'm just going to get a mask. So what I'm doing now is I'm cutting my sheets of fiberglass. And then we're going to measure. So hopefully we'll have enough for 3 lengths of fiberglass here. So that's 1. And I'll just cut that as we go. That's 1 length. cut that about there. Two lengths. Yeah, we're going to have enough, so that's just perfect. That is spot on. Now you don't have to really do 3. You can get away with 2. But we're going to do 3 today. Why? Because we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bits of fiberglass. So now we've got that ready. The next thing we do is we're going to mix our fiberglass solution. So I'll give this a shake, make sure all of that is nicely mixed up in there. And because we're going to do it in 3 sections, I'm only going to use a third at a time. That should do the trick. Now, remember the thing with this is we want to be working fast, as quick as possible with this stuff, because it's going to dry fairly quickly. Now, it's quite warm today, so we're only going to use about 20 drops of this stuff. Don't get this on your skin. So there's a warning there saying you need to put eye protection on, which is exactly what I'm going to do, and I'll be right back. I haven't been able to find any old sunnies, but I did find these old 3D glasses from when I saw Avatar about 15 years ago, and these will do the trick. So let's put 20 drops of this stuff in. A couple extra for good measure. Put the cap on nice and tight. Grab your paddle pop stick, give it a mix. So this is where we've got to start working quickly, because this stuff gets hard really quick. Right, good. What we're going to do now is grab our brush. We'll do one at a time. Grab our brush and we'll coat the base of this with this stuff. Put on a fair bit. Once you've got your first layer on, take your piece of fiberglass. Now this one's nice and thick. We might only need 2 sheets. So we'll get our bit of fiberglass and pop it on top. Alright, and then we'll take this and we're going to coat it right on top. Right, that looks pretty good. Let's get on with the next one. Alright, now that's looking quite good at the moment. So we're going to leave this for about 10 minutes and then we're going to come back and we're going to cut them out. Alright, that's the first one. Now I might make it look easy, but it's not that easy. And what I'm going to do is something a little bit different today. We're going to go ahead, while this is still a bit wet, we're going to go ahead and put the second coating on. Good. Okay, we're back. And so now we're at the stage where these are not quite dry, but they're fairly dry. So we're going to try and cut them before they get too dry. Because once they're dry, you're going to have to get a saw out and it's going to be real hard to do. So let's see if we can get at these now and see how we go. Alright. Out pretty hard. This is cool, but that pulls straight off, and we're left with that, just that. It's getting quite hard right now. So what we might do is, while we still have this here, we might just draw around it. Get an outline just to get an idea of where we need to cut. Okay, that's good. That's good. We pull this back off. Leave that to dry thoroughly. Okay, we are back. Now, it's been about 30 minutes and I've cut both of these soles. So they're not quite dry yet, they're still drying. The reason why I cut them before they were dry was so it would be easier to cut, because when they get rock hard, this stuff, you're not going to be able to cut it with scissors. You're going to have to get a bandsaw, and I don't have a bandsaw handy, so that's what I've done. We're in a good place. I've washed my hands. This is really messy stuff, so that's probably the hardest bit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to measure out our shoes so that we can put our plates on the bottom of the shoe. Okay, so what we do for that is grab yourself a marker like this, and we're going to mark the middle of the shoe at the top and at the bottom, and then we're going to put a little mark there, run a line down so we can find the middle for our plates. Now, some people don't care and they just mark on the shoe, but I do care. So what I'm going to do is run some tape, pop a bit of tape on, oopsie daisy, pop a bit of tape on the shoe, find the widest part of the ball approximately, because that's where most of the weight is going to be, right? So that's probably around about there, and we're going to find at the back as well. Now, when you've masked up your shoe, if you want to mask it up, grab yourself a ruler and let us measure to find out where the widest part of the shoe is. And this is the widest part of the shoe, right there. So I'm just going to mark that there, and that is from one side to the other, it's 10.5 centimeters, so 105 mils. So we're going to look, the halfway is going to be 5 and a bit. It's going to be halfway there, so I'll mark that there, halfway. Now I'm going to do the same thing at the heel. So find the middle of the heel, the widest, that's 7 centimeters right there, at its widest, which is 3.5. So let me put a line there, and we're going to mark that at 3.5. So I found the middle there, I found the middle there, and now it's just a matter of lining it up from the front to the back. It's a bit awkward, but there we go. So there's the back, there's the front line, there's the back to the front, and there's the middle. So as you can see, when it gets to the tip, it's not directly in the middle. It's about, if this was my big foot, it's just after the second toe, right? Or between the third and the fourth toe. That's about the middle, so that should be right. That's good, we've done that one. Let's do the other one. See that? Pretty good. Okay. Now the next step is to place the plates on the shoe. You might need a helper. So I'll walk you through how we did it. Oh, don't get black shit on your shoes either, which I just did. Bloody hell. Alright, so get yourself a friend to help you with this. Now, we're going to find the middle, where you want to lay it in the middle, at the back, and run the whole plate down that center line, right? So it lines up center at the back, lines up center with the front, and that is looking pretty good. So Zoe, if you wouldn't mind, oh, hold on, center.
Are you lining it up, Michael?
Yep, center at the back.
That's what he's doing.
Want it to run right down that center line, so your roller skate rolls true and straight, right? And you want to see that center line through the middle. Okay, Zoe, so you want to put a couple of dots. Good. And at the back as well, please. Sorry, I can't move my thumb. Can't move, make sure you don't move that plate. Now just double check you've got it dead center. Got it center there, rolling through the center line there. We've got it centered there. Back on down the center, and that's spot on. So take your time, get that center line, get that width, mark them dead right in the middle. So they still need a bit of time to dry, so we'll give that a little bit, we'll come back, put these in, drill them up, make the holes, and then we'll assemble the roller skate. Alright guys, welcome back. Now, as you can see, we've got our shoes lined up, we found the center, we found the center line, and we've put a dot where the holes match the plates. You can see those holes in the plates. Now, the next thing that we want to do is we want to drill holes through the shoe. Okay. For that, we need to find a drill and a drill bit. So I just got this old one in the shed, and we'll pop that in there like that. But I want to show you guys that you don't want to go too big, you don't want to go too small. So what I've done is I've found one that fits right in the hole. You see, not too big, not too small, but just the right size. Now, to be able to do this properly, your fiberglass inserts have to be fully dry. So we might just wait a little bit longer for them to dry up. They are dry, they're just a little bit tacky, they're not 100% dry. So that might take another couple of hours for them to become really dry. I'm going to sit here, speed it up a little bit with the hairdryer, and when that's dry enough, we'll put them in and drill the holes. That's our next step. So look, everything has its positives and negatives, right? It's goods and bads. Now, this has been pretty good. You can see they're kind of rock hard now. I've put some tape on them just because it's taken ages to dry, and there were bits of fiber, so I've had to trim them off. But what that means is now there's strands of fiberglass all over the table, all over the floor, and I think I've got some in my undies. Don't ask me how they got there, but I've had to have a bit of a scratch in there. So it does come with negatives, but don't give up, stick with it, and you'll get through. So now let's see if these actually fit inside the shoes. They should. Cross your fingers. Oh God, what the hell? Looks like it's going to fit. It looks like it's going to fit. Come on mate, get in there. Shit. Right. They're in. Just took a little bit of persuasion, but that one's in nicely. And now let's pop this one in as well. Yep. Should be right. It's going to be fine. Scared. I feel like I'm going to snap them after all that. I don't want to snap them, but no. You just kind of wiggle it, jiggle it a little bit, and right, she's in. Okay. Nice, snug. Yeah, that's pretty good fit if you ask me. So now it's time to do some drilling. Alright, that's a good fit. Get them in there nice and snug because you don't want them to move around. That's where they're going to live now. That's a pretty good fit in there. I don't know if you can see, but they're in there nice and snug. Okay, let's do one at a time, and we'll start this side here. Gee, she's not going very easy. I'll keep it up. Try and get that through. There she goes. I failed to go through. Okay, but she hasn't gone through the fiberglass yet. It's gone through the sneaker. So now what we want to do is we want to countersink these so that these can sit in flush in here without being up like that. We want them to sit nice and flush. So I haven't got a countersink, but I've got this kind of thing, and I'm going to give it a go and see how we go with this. Okay, it looks like we've done a half decent job. You can see I can take these, put them in onto the back ones. This one's a bit tight. Back she goes in. That one's good as well. Okay. So the next step from here is to actually put it in the shoe and get it through the bottom. Okay. So let's give that a go. Starting with the front. Welcome back. So as you can see, we've got them through and one side, and we're just threading the nuts in. So I've got this little tool. It's an Allen key, so I can fit that inside so that they don't spin while we're trying to get these nuts on the outside of the bolts. So let's just see how we go here. Mm-hmm. Oh, getting excited. You guys didn't see, it was a real struggle to get these bolts through the shoe. But we did it eventually. Now I'm not going to do that one all the way tight yet. I'll just get this other one first. But this is what we've got so far. Can you see that? They're through there, through the center, at the front as well as at the back, and that's good. So I've still got the other one to do. So what I'm going to do now is just work on the one, and we'll put the actual skate together right now. So this is the fun part that we've been waiting for. This is the hardest part, to get this on, to get that lined up, to get it drilled, and to get it through. And now it's all happy days from here. Let's go ahead and assemble our trucks now. One of these in there. Then we'll pop one of these in, like that. Alright. And then we'll put our truck in the hole here, like that. Okay. And then put one of these on. What have we got here? Pop one of these on top. And then we'll get the lock top off the kingpin. Screw that on. Okay. And tool. that nice and tight. Now, depending on how much play you want, the tighter this is, the stiffer your trucks are going to be. So the harder it is it's going to be to actually turn them. So I'll start with mine fairly tight, and then I'll loosen them up a bit later if need be. Okay, let's do the back. So ladies and gents, this is what we have so far. Alright? Pretty cool. Now, I've got some wheels and I've popped some bearings in there. I've actually taken the bearings off my old roller blades. These are ABAC 9s. So they're going to go pretty fast. And so what we'll do is we'll put we'll pop a wheel on. Put a wheel nut. Same on this side. Put a wheel on. Put a wheel nut. Handy dandy. Okay, that's on tight. So we'll just come back, full turn, a bit more. That's rolling good. That's rolling nice. We're on. Shout out to Bayside Blades in Melbourne for these. I've got these probe shore grip from plates from Bayside Blades. Shout out to Crazy. I think it's called Crazy. He's a company here in Australia. Got these wheels on sale on their website. And shout out to World of Wheelcraft, where I picked up these toe stops and this here tool. This was $10, pretty good value. Yeah, and they all looked after me pretty well. Oh, actually, I got these nuts and bolts, these cool blue as well. This is the pack that they came in. They're the Modus bolts, and I got these Modus bolts from World of Wheels on Princess Highway in Tempe in Sydney as well. So we're just about done with this. It's tight. These wheels are kind of soft compound. They're soft for outdoors. So this one is a Grip Triple X. They're made in America, and they're the Crazy Quake Grip Triple X. They're a bit thinner than your standard ones, and they're a bit softer. So I can use them inside, but when you go on the footpath outside over gravel and stuff as well, they'll be a bit softer for you also. So. Okay, that's good. There you have it. There's the skate with the wheels. They don't look too bad, do they? And I'm just going to pop on the front toe stop now. So with the toe stop, you're going to need your nut and your washer. So the first thing we do is we put the washer on first, and then our nut after that. Our washer sits on there like that. and this is the lock nut. So we can put that on, you know, as kind of as far as we want. I'll go about halfway, and then I'll screw her in. Alright, she's screwed in about there. That lock nut bolt, sorry, has locked her in. I think that's about good for me, but we can adjust that. Now all there is to do is lace her up. And there we go, ladies and gents. That's the finished product. Pop the insole back in. So what do you think? Is that cool or what? If you ask me, these are a pretty funky pair of skates. So thanks for watching. We should come back a little bit later when I've done the other one and we'll take them for a test run. We are back! And what a mission. Oh man, it has been crazy. Let me tell you, trying to get these nuts through the shoe was probably the hardest part of the whole thing. You didn't see some of it, but it was a bit of a struggle, I've got to say, to be honest. But we have done it, and we have got these fantastic roller skates to show for it. So the last little bit that I want to do is put the toe stop on, and then we are done. I've got to say, these are white shoes, and I have had a bit of trouble just through this whole process, just trying to keep them clean. It's been chaotic, just trying to keep them clean through the whole thing. But other than that, it has been fun doing these and sharing this with you. So put that on there like that. We're going to take this nut, we're going to put it about halfway down, I'd say. This one's a bit tight. But we'll, oopsie daisy. Did I get the right way? Yep, whatever. Big what up for a big what up. A big thank you for everyone that's watching this. And you know, I'm always doing DIY stuff. I like to take chances and try things out myself. I've got to say, this is the first pair of roller skates I've ever built. It's been a while since I have been skating. There's not a lot of places in Sydney to go roller skating, like in terms of roller arenas, but big shout out to anyone out there that's ever been to Campbelltown Roller Arena back in the days, talking about like the 80s. And this is when I was a little kid. This is where I started roller skating. My brother had a girlfriend and she gave me my first ever pair of roller skates. So thank you, Bridget. I don't even know if you're still around, but I remember you and I remember those skates that you gave me. So anyway, we've got this on about halfway, and then they will literally just screw in like so. that locks in there like that. Oops, they look about even, close enough, I guess. And that is it, guys. So these are my funky Nike shoe roller skates, and I am going this weekend to check them out and go to the roller skating rink with some friends of mine. So hopefully I'll get some footage of that and put it somewhere in the world for you to see. But here we are, we've got them. Thank you, hope you liked this video. Let me know if you guys are into roller skating. Let me know where you like to go roller skating. And also give me a like if you like this video, and you don't have to subscribe, because look, I don't know when I'm going to be doing more videos, but keep in touch, you know, and I'll bring some more DIY stuff to you. Until then, I'm Mikey, and peace out. I'll catch you guys later.